Hi lovelies, it's been absolutely ages since I've been online live because most of you will know that I was in wonderful Vietnam and caught a little bug. Well, a little bug decided to come home with me, so I've been offline for a couple of months and just really getting back into the swing of things. But I wanted to pop in today and say hi and talk to you about a new blog that I've got coming out. I've just actually completed it and it should be up online in the next day or two. So I wanted to introduce it first and then I'll post the blog this week for you. And it's about the new weight loss equation. So I talk about, and I've been sprouting this for over a decade now, 15 years or so, that when we just focus on diet and exercise as our solution, we're always going to get a certain amount of success, okay? I absolutely agree, diets work. That's what we need to be looking at doing, is how much we're putting in, the food choices, the right balance, all of that kind of stuff, and more movement. But when we don't, hey there, great to see you. Just let me know, comment below who's joined, and if you've got any questions as well, just pop in and let me know, and I'm happy to answer them if I can live. Otherwise, I can post an answer later on as well. So the focus that we've been talking about so far is diet plus exercise, reduced intake, add more water, and you have a healthy weight. You can move towards and release those kilos or release those pounds. The problem with that long term, of course, is what's going on between our heads, because we can make the decision to start these goals. We can make the decision to move forward and find the right diet that's right for us and find the right eating plan and the right exercise plan. And everything goes along smoothly until that day. Yeah, until that day where it's just that little bit too stressful, or it doesn't even have to be stress. It can simply be interruption to the routine, where a friend pops in and, I don't know, brings an afternoon tea cake, or if friends pop in on a Friday night unexpectedly and there's a little bit more wine consumed than usual, whatever it is, and then the mind kicks in. So whatever the mind has been programmed on in times of stress, or in times where we're out of routine, where things don't feel as normal and balanced as they normally are, or if we've let ourselves down in some way, so there's an emotional stress where we think, we were going so well, we're doing so well, and look what I've done now. Hey, gorgeous, great to see you, lovely. Haven't seen you in ages. So it's really important to factor in what's going on between the ears, what's going on in our mind as part of the new weight loss equation. So instead of the old weight loss equation, which was diet or right food choices plus exercise, eat less equals weight loss, okay? Fabulous short-term results you're going to always get. Everyone's going to lose. If you do that, everyone's going to lose a little bit of weight. We're going to release something, okay? But the key to creating the new equation, which is about long-term success and eliminating the short-term bursts and the yo-yoing patterns that are just messing with our head, is to change our equation. And the equation needs to start with right mind first. So mind training, not just the conscious thoughts to stop the cravings, to have tools and techniques like my brain training techniques where we can switch off a craving just like that, which gives us our power back to make better choices, but also mind training, regular daily mind training, where we're training the subconscious thinking patterns as well. So our beliefs, our doubts, our fears, our what if I fail, what if I do this again, what if that happens, what if this happens, the beliefs they can't stay on track if, I get out of routine, all of that stuff. So unless we factor in as the first step mind training into the weight loss equation, then nothing actually changes long term. So my new equation is really mind training first, conscious and subconscious training, so controlling habits as well as programming what you want instead. Then making the food choices, making the exercise choices, the movement choices of things that you enjoy doing is absolutely far easier, because we get the mind stuff out of the way first and we create the neural frequencies, the connections in the mind and the brain itself, so that the choices become easier. It's no longer I'm following a diet, it's I'm training my mind to make the right choices, to be the healthiest version of me that I can be. So it's not about the old equation of just diet and exercise is going to solve the problem. We actually need to factor into the equation the head stuff as well. And when we do factor that in and we see it as the priority, when we start with the mind first, the decisions about what food to take actually are taken out of our hand, because the mind wants the health for you as well. The brain wants the health for you as well. And so your brain and your mind are trying to stimulate the healthy choices and keep your mind focused on what's right for you as well. So the new blog is coming out in the next couple of days. I'll be sure to add it to the page here. And if you have any questions, of course, sing out. We've also got our free webinar training happening on Tuesday the 30th as well. I'll post a link to that shortly as well, where you can join me free live on Tuesday night, and we'll do some craving control where we're actually doing crush your cravings and end emotional eating. So we'll look at the mind factor in that equation on that free live training as well. So I just thought I'd pop in really quickly. I hope you're all having a fabulous weekend, and we will see you soon. It is time to unleash your potential. You've been listening to Maggie Wild, the Potentialist.